but they are less formed than any other type of dunes. The Barkhan dunes are crescent in shape. Their formation is reverse of the parabolic dunes. This is the windward side. This is its leeward side. They are found mainly in the interdunal plains and are highly active. Shrub coppice dunes. These are formed around shrubs, bushes, fences, etc. and do not possess any definite form. They are small in size and their height ranges between 1 to 3 meters. We have seen different types of dunes and how they are formed. But they are also classified as sand dunes of the old system and the sand dunes of the new system on the basis of the period when they are formed, their soil structure, etc. The sand dunes of the old system were formed by intensive dune building phenomena during the earlier prolonged arid climatic phase. The soil development in these dunes is at an advanced stage and the soil profile is in semi-matured state. The percentage of calcium carbonate in these dunes varies from 5 to 10%, and this keeps the sand particles bound together. They are well established, vegetated and cemented, and so are of high relief. The obstacle, parabolic, coalesced parabolic, longitudinal and transverse dunes belong to this system. Sand dunes of the new system are active, smaller in size, and have different morphological characteristics than dunes of the old system. The sands are loose, non-calcareous, and have only 1 to 2% calcium carbonate. So the dunes of this system are the greatest menace to the inhabitants of arid regions. Therefore, these dunes need immediate attention for their stabilization. The Barkhan, shrub coppiced, and newly formed transverse and longitudinal dunes belong to this system. Revegetation of these dunes is comparatively easier as they are rich in moisture. At a depth of about 1 to 1.5 meters, it contains about 3% moisture, and moisture increases with the increase in depth. In order to successfully control the sand drift and stabilize sand dunes, the following points are to be considered. The sand blowing at its source must be stopped. Shifting sand must be stabilized during such a period when wind velocity is comparatively low. The threshold velocity of wind at the dune surface should be reduced by providing obstruction of wooden planks or bunch of shrubs and grasses. This process is known as mulching of dune surface. Trespass by man and cattle should be stopped from the very beginning of the operation. Considering these principles in mind, the dune stabilization process can be done in 3 stages. Protection against biotic interferences, treatment of shifting sand dunes by fixing barriers or micro-wing breaks, afforestation of treated dunes by direct sowing or planting. The areas to be stabilized should be well fenced either by barbed wire or by ziziphus thorns, so that trespass by man and cattle can be stopped. The fenced areas of sand dunes is then treated by mulching, that is, by erecting micro-wind breaks. This is done to reduce wind velocity. The micro-wind breaks should be erected either in parallel stripes or in checkerboard form at the spacing of 2 to 5 meters. This is done by fixing brushwood crown downwards Generally, the following bushes are used for microwind breaks: Erva persica, that is bui; Calotropis procera, that is ah; Crotalaria buriha, that is senia; Leptadenia pyrotechnica, that is keep; Ziziphus numularia, that is borody; and lops and tops of Prosopis cineraria, that is khejri, and Prosopis juliflora, that is vilayati babool. After mulching, afforestation of the dune can be done by two ways, either by direct sowing or by planting. The direct sowing of grasses and creepers should be carried out in between the parallel rows of microwind breaks. The following species of grasses and creepers are found promising: Cenchrus ciliaris, that is dhaman; Saccharum munja, that is munja; Lasiurus syndicus, that is sevan; Panicum antidotale; and among the creepers, Citrulus colocynthis, that is tumba. But Lasiurus syndicus and Cenchrus ciliaris are better suited. Generally, the direct sowing of tree species is not suggested, as germinated seedlings die because of frequent and long dry spells. But if the seeds are treated with Jal Shakti, a polymer, which holds moisture 200 to 300 times of its weight, it gives better germination and establishment. But better results are achieved by planting. For this, the following trees are first raised in a nursery: Acacia bevinosa, Acacia senegal, Acacia tortilis, Colophosphormum mopane, Dicrosticus nutans, Prosopis cineraria, Prosopis juliflora, Tecomella undulata, Acacia